All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just came back from watching the brand new movie. It's kind of like, well, it's a survival. I think, yeah, I think it's more of a survivor horror uh, film directed by Sam Raimi and produced by Sam Raimi himself. And it stars Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien as an employee and her boss, respectively, who become stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash and attempt to survive while tension rises between the two of them. All right. Um, so there's the trailer for this movie looked really tense. I mean, there's a lot of tension in the movie and in the trailer itself. In the trailer itself, there's a lot of tension. I can feel glimpse of it throughout the trailer. And it's Sam Raimi. I love Sam Raimi. I love Dylan O'Brien. I love Rachel McAdams. So you got like a perfect combination of people, whether it's in front or behind the camera, and it looked really fun. It looked really fun, and I saw the reviews. It's got like a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is incredible. Critic score, obviously the critic score. And let me tell you guys this. This movie is a devilish treat and a return to form for Raimi's signature slapstick style. This movie is just viciously clever with the script and the lead performances by both. Oh my God, Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. I mean, Dylan O'Brien plays like, if you watch the trailer, you know Dylan's character. He plays like this asshole, boss, this asshole, whatever, boss. And Rachel McAdams is like, she's like the real protagonist. She's like the real true protagonist, and she's like, I just like, after watching this movie, I did not expect this movie to be so funny, and it's all because of Rachel McAdams. The way she delivers her lines, she's so energetic, and her character has such a positive attitude and behavior, and it's so infectious. And I just the way she was like jumping around, and it was it was very fun. It was fun. Yeah, like I said, the trailer looked like horror with tension, but I did not. It's like I said, I really did not expect this movie to have any comedy, because there were some funny moments. There were some funny moments here and there, and like throughout the whole movie, and it's fun. It's a funny movie. It's not a straight up comedy. I mean, this isn't a comedy movie. Come on. It's mostly horror, survival horror, thriller, suspense thriller, than comedy, then adding comedy in all that. Um, but yeah, like it's wickedly lovable, and I can definitely see this as potentially timeless. It has it has an assortment of plot twists that really brings the climax home. But yeah, like the performances, like breaking it all down, like the performances given by both Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. I mean, their chemistry as an employee and boss trapped in this lethal power struggle, like one's trying to be the boss and the other one's like being demanding, one's bossing the other, and the other one's demanding, and the other one's like resenting, and they have to deal with it. And they're Dylan O'Brien's character has so much pride, and so much resentment. He sees absolutely nothing. When he views Rachel McAdams' character as just a meaningless, what the hell are you doing here at this company, type of person. Um, but yeah, like, and I really felt like, I really felt like, you know, this movie I really felt like I was stuck on this. I really did feel like I was stuck on this island with both Dylan and Rachel. Like I like the storms looked like the weather and the storm and Mother Nature. Like it felt really real. Like this island felt real and authentic, and like it can like you can actually be like you can actually be stranded on this island. And Sam Raimi and everyone involved did a great job, bringing this island to life because it's very scary. It can be very scary. Um, it can be very scary. Nature can. That's nature for you. It's a. I really. The Sam Raimi's direction in this movie is just a diabolical mayhem of just vibrant personality. The whole film is full of his stylistic, hallmarks that you see. Like I got like glimpses of. I mean, this movie is directed by Sam Raimi. I mean, it's Sam Raimi, so I felt a lot of Evil Dead um, energy and tone going in when I was watching this movie. And speaking of the tone, it's a genre bending mix of psychological horror, like these. Like I felt like Dylan and well, mostly Dylan's character. Rachel's character is just doing fine. Rachel seems to be, she seems to have it all under control based on the trailer. But like Dylan's character feels like, yeah, like psychological horror. Like Jesus Christ, I've been stuck on this island for God knows how long. For God knows how long, I feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind, and that's what this movie made me feel like. And especially Dylan's character. Through Dylan's character, it's a mix of psychological horror, survival thriller, which is the big primary one, and surprisingly dark comedy, which again I said it again like twice already. I did not expect dark comedy. This movie didn't have dark comedy or any type of comedy in this movie, which is a huge surprise. Like, what the hell? I thought it was just going to be a serious, like, suspense survival thriller, but no. It's like an exploration. The story of this movie is really an exploration of human nature and survival. You know, human nature and survival, man versus nature, or in this case, I should say Rachel McAdams, or woman versus nature, versus nature, or human instincts or stuff like that. Um, the plot and the product and the plot and facts, the plot and the production facts and details, the breakdown of all that. I mean, the premise is, a meek strategist, Rachel McAdams' character, and her arrogant boss, Dylan O'Brien, are stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash, leading to a violent shift in their power dynamic. Like, one's trying to be like the boss, and the other one's trying to be the boss, and they're trying to be like, we're in different surroundings, different stakes, so we got to do things my way, and like they're bickering and arguing back and forth throughout. It's great. It's great and funny and inventive. So the score, the production, I did not expect it, but I didn't know about this. But a fun fact: the production about the production, it did take place. This film did take place across. Filming took place across Sydney, Los Angeles, and Thailand throughout early 2025, and the score was composed of frequent Raimi collaborator Danny Elfman himself. Danny Elfman, like Sam Raimi, wherever Sam Raimi goes, Danny Elfman will be there to score his music, to score his music, and like those two are a duo when it comes to making a movie, and I think it's a fact and just 100% knowledge that both of them are best friends in real life. Sam Raimi and Danny Elfman are best friends in real life, and they've collaborated and worked with each other in numerous projects. So I don't think it's anything new that the two of them are reunited. But yeah, like overall, Send Help is the first movie gem of 2026. A devilish treat, and welcome respite from the real world. It makes you. This movie will make you, of course, obviously, survival instincts and all that. Like, like we can't do everything, the stereotypical way. We have to do everything, we have to do everything the logistic, strategic way. And, and like Dylan and that really does shine through and is represented through Dylan O'Brien's and Rachel McAdams' characters. Um, like Dylan O'Brien knows his character is this arrogant boss, this arrogant asshole of a boss, towards Rachel McAdams' character, like knows nothing about survival instincts or anything about surviving. He just knows the average human being stereotypical knowledge of survival instincts, while Rachel McAdams, she knows everything about numbers and calculations and strategy and all that. She's a smart woman. Her character is very smart, strategist, and it's great, watching it. The one issue, I only have one issue with this movie. It's at the use of CGI. Yeah, there is CGI in this movie, and it looks bad. It looks very poor. Um, it looks very poor, and you'll definitely notice it when if you see this movie. If you see this movie, you'll know the scenes and the parts where it appears. But yeah, like I'm like, wow, that looks really unbelievable. That literally looks unbelievable. Like they should have taken their time and really polished that or do something, because that looks horrible. That blood or that animal or something looks completely CGI and unreal to to something like that. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for Send Help. Like January, it has been a great month so far for movies. Like this entire month was just nothing but horror movies. We started off the month of January, this month, of Primate, and then we got 28 years, which was great. Primate was great. It was short, but it was really good. It was really good. 28 days later, the 28 days later, 28 years later, the Bone Temple was great. Was great. And then we got the one Silent Hill movie, which was the one bad movie, but and then we got Send Help, which is another banger. Like this entire month, excuse me, is just nothing but horror movies, like every single week. Primate, 28 years later, the Bone Temple. We turned to Silent Hill, which was the only shitty movie that ruined the whole, which ruined the whole momentum of good horror movies, but just good movies in general. But now it's back with Send Help. Like it's great, yeah. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for Send Help. Please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe, because that would help me and my YouTube channel out a lot. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.